Hello and welcome to the Prakash Nag show. Last couple of times we have spoken to very interesting people. In fact, the last series you saw Sharat Kumar Garu speaking about his life and coming in from a movies business, being a politician. It was very interesting. Today in Matladedi, he is none other than a movie which is happening in real life from my experiences and what I have spoken to him. And this is the story, if you have seen the promo reel, we spoke about his journey from Tanuku to Mumbai. Tanuku is a small, town which is in the West Godavari district of AP. Then we went on to Mumbai Nunchi Dubai Nunchi. He's now been scaling global business heights with, a big base out of the USA as well. Satyanarayana Garu, welcome to the show.
Namaskar, Andy. Thank you so much for your kind words.
It's a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you, sir. It's my pleasure too. I'm honored to be here.
People have seen the promo, they have heard the show. Something which our viewers can kind of take back. Some very interesting insights. And I remember some 2-3 things which you said on the show already. Your school incident of, kerosene, your, life ambitions about professional career. And then incidentally, your corporate. And all of these, I see one common theme. Resilience, and commitment to, a certain goal.
Yeah. As I told you in the radio interview, my life has been very difficult. My journey started from West Godavari,
right.
Bokka, near Tanuku village. I came to Mumbai in 1958. Right. I was brought to Mumbai. Then we had a very nice, easy life till 70 when my father, after putting in 17 years of service in Lakshmi Radhan Engineering Works, he resigned because one Mr. Janardhan Rao said that you come, join me and he will run the show and he has to manage the factory. But nothing of that sort happened. My father lost everything. He went into depression.
Oh, wow.
And 2 years he was doing nothing. So my family financial condition went from bad to worse.
Okay.
And I was struggling to meet day-to-day expenses.
Right.
At that age, even when I have not completed my SSC, I was offering tuitions only to support my family.
Wow.
During those days, there was shortage of rice, there was shortage of milk,
right.
shortage of kerosene. So those days, I being the eldest son at the age of 12,
right.
I used to go and stand in the queues to procure milk early morning at 4:30.
Wow.
During the day for rice. And what I used to do is, I did not want to stand in the queue for kerosene. So I used to go to school with the kerosene can in my hand, so that I was studying in Andhra Education Society High School near Vadala station.
Okay.
So the oil refinery, kerosene refineries were nearby.
Okay.
So there was lesser queue and I used to get at a cheaper rate. That's how
So
I have been meeting challenges.
Early lessons in sourcing and sourcing from the right place.
Absolutely. Then came a time when, I stood first in Bandra in SSC. I could not score first rank in my school because I took 4 languages. Okay. Because of which my rank came down, percentage came down, but I stood second. But first, I stood first in Bandra. I was getting admission in VJTI Technical Institute. I wanted to pursue mechanical engineering, but my father could not arrange the necessary fees, and he was very depressed because none of our relatives were able to support. Right. Despite the fact that my parents provided them shelter and food during their initial days, as my house was a transit camp for everybody coming from my native place. Understood. They stayed for months together till the time they got the job, but after getting the job as well, nobody supported us. So that's the time when I thought, let me earn and learn. So I joined Morning College, Commerce. Okay. My college was refusing to give me admission because looking at the marks, they said you shouldn't be coming here. You should go to engineering side or some other, you should pursue MBBS or at least go to the science faculty. Right. But I said, no, I want to earn and learn. Okay. So that message was very clear to the college, and immediately on my joining the college, my professor, Mr. Mahesh Kotari, to whom I owe a lot today, and he offered me the job immediately. Instead of a job, he said, you do articleship 2 years. I will pay you stipend and I will make you a chartered accountant.
Nice.
So that was going on well for 2 years, but then the amount of salary, that is 75 rupees I was getting the stipend, was not good enough to meet the expenses.
Right.
So my father said, we are already in debts. Whatever salary you are earning and I am earning, it is going towards payment of interest.
Right.
So you need to take up a better job.
Correct.
That's when I took up the bank job.
Right.
And today is, Bank of Baroda is celebrating 116th Foundation Day.
Wow.
And I must say that my life has been shaped beautifully by Bank of Baroda and the colleagues who were working with me in Bank of Baroda then, and who are in touch with me still now also.
Wonderful.
So that's a beautiful journey, sir. So that 2 years of articleship helped me a lot.
Okay.
It gave me insight into the accounts especially. And that strong foundation has helped me to grow immensely.
Very nice. Very
And
nice.
then, because there was time when in Bank of Baroda, Bombay, all branches were making profit except one branch, that is Matunga Bhaudaji Road branch.
Right.
As that branch was not making profit, nobody was willing to take that posting because it will hamper their future prospects of promotion.
Right.
So I was asked if I would like to take up that responsibility.
Okay.
I was more than willing to take up that responsibility. I took up that responsibility, and today I can tell you proudly that I took up that responsibility. Not only I brought the bank into profit, the branch into profit, but I also got a long-term contract, perpetual contract with Shanmugananda Hall.
Wow.
2 days free of rent for any occasions. And
Fabulous.
that's still happening, I believe.
Wonderful.
Because I left Bank of Baroda. It's now 21 years.
Okay.
So I am sure that it's still happening.
Wonderful. Wonderful career in banking.
Thank
So
you.
what made you become an industrialist?
So it's all destiny driven. While I was working in Bank of Baroda, I have 2 sons. My elder son got a job in Emirates Airlines in Sky Cargo division. My younger son was pursuing his degree in BITS Pilani.
Right.
Then generally it happens that, when you complete your term, I was posted here
Right.
from 99 to 2002.
Okay.
So after completion of my term, it was for sure I would not get Bombay, my hometown.
Okay.
So I would be posted somewhere else.
Right.
Then I will have 3 establishments. In one where my mother will stay separately, my wife and kid will stay separately, and I will be staying separately.
Right.
That forced me to take a decision to quit the bank.
Nice.
And then I took up some other job. And over a period of time, I felt that the experience what I have gained should translate into something else.
Correct.
So I started with project consultancy, then ventured into general trading.
Very nice.
And in general trading, primarily, I did get into generators, white goods, and frozen food.
Right.
And Africa, even today, is a very good place to do business.
Right.
The net profit, what you get there, around 40% net, is kind of unseen anywhere.
Right.
But the only issue is they don't have dollars to pay.
Right.
And your receivables will get accumulated.
Right.
And that's when I said, thought, now let me come out of this business.
Okay.
And then I ventured into manufacturing activity in 2013.
Wonderful.
That's when I started
So
this.
you've completed 10 years now.
Yes, exactly 10 years. Yesterday, Rakesh people came to my factory. They felicitated us. They honored us with a memento and expressing their feelings that we are one of the best clients they ever had.
Wonderful.
No delays in payment, no complaints from any employees, no labor complaints, nothing of that sort.
That's
so
wonderful.
We are enjoying a very respectable position in Rakesh.
Now this is, Rakesh, when you mentioned, this brings me to the industry in Dubai or UAE and the future of where this is going. And what are your thoughts there? Because, industry is now, Middle East has become a hub for almost innovation on every area. And you are, if I remember right, a lot of your work is, while you manufacture and produce here, your sales are global.
Yes.
Right. So
you're right. Sir.
So how does that fit in? Maybe even Rakesh and Dubai, in your view, how does that work?
Yeah, Mr. Prakash. Basically, having come from a banking industry, where customer service is the most important thing.
Right.
I have dealt with my business differently.
Okay.
I go to any extent to satisfy my customer,
Okay.
even if it means increasing the costs. I'm proud to say that even before COVID, till now, since 2019, now it's 5th year in running, we are working 24 hours.
Wow.
Never ever we stopped working. Even during COVID time, we did not remove a single worker, single employee.
Right.
Neither we reduced salary of any employee, like many others, including big corporates have done.
Right.
We have created a goodwill amongst all the stakeholders, be it client, suppliers, Rakesh, government authorities, employees, everywhere we have created a very strong reputation and we value that relationship. Now, when you are talking about the global perspective, I can tell you that because we are not born industrialists,
Right.
we are coming from a very humble background.
Right.
A simple, we are from a simple agriculture family.
Right.
My father was a farmer.
Right.
So what I did is, I tried to manage the show with minimum risk. So most of our projects, what we do is, we get free supply from the customers. I don't buy the material. They supply and we fabricate and send it.
Right.
And I take pride in saying that most of our projects are export oriented.
Fabulous.
Though we are not exporting directly, but our clients, they collect from our factory.
Okay.
They ship themselves.
Okay.
And I can tell you that 90% of our exports have gone to US, Texas, Houston, Illinois, Ohio district, and Europe.
Wonderful.
And also we have done several projects in South Africa for Bergen Oil, Cape Terminal. Then we have done in Africa.
So your business is a typical example of when we hear, make in UAE, make in Dubai.
Yes.
It's a typical example of how investors can come here, build an industry, and actually grow that into the world.
And the reason why we are successful today is because we have committed more than 100% towards the quality and delivery time.
Absolutely.
That is what foreign clients look for.
Right.
And that we have been able to provide. Irrespective of the cost involved, be it Sunday or Friday, then holidays, we pay overtime as per the UAE laws and get jobs done.
Fabulous.
So that's how even today I'm running the show.
Very clear mantra to success. So
Yes.
three principles, if we have to kind of takeaways from this video, 3 principles which you think people should live by.
Sir, when I was working in the bank, everybody used to say that one should have a good IQ. Then when I moved out from the banking industry to other industry,
Right.
they said one should have EQ as well, emotional quotient, that should be high.
Right.
But I can tell you today that not 3, but I will tell you 5, sir.
Please.
Yeah. One is IQ is, of course, it should be there. Emotional quotient also has to be there.
Okay.
But along with that, what is required is 100% integrity,
Okay.
100% focus,
Okay.
and persistence. Unless you have all these 5 qualities,
Right.
to survive independently without any external support
Right.
would be difficult.
Understood.
So I am today surviving with minimum liability, no external liabilities, minimum liability I will say,
Right.
but successfully running the show only because of all these 5 qualities what I mentioned to you.
Wonderful. So I think if we have to do takeaways, the employee you're looking at, coming from completely humble backgrounds, Satyanarayana Garu has managed to really call out few things which have shaped his life. IQ, EQ, integrity, focus, and persistence. And I think that is important if you want to build yourself, make yourself. 5 principles which you need to kind of get by. So I think that's been amazing lessons. If you haven't watched, listen to the show. We are also on podcasts. We are also, available on this video, as well as the Prakash Nag show is available on 92.2 Radio Khushi FM. Satyanarayana Garu.
Prakash, if you permit
Please,
me, I would
go
like
ahead.
to add one more thing.
Yes, you should.
Dubai and UAE is a land of opportunity.
Right.
The kind of opportunities they provide,
Right.
is beyond imagination. Today, if a banker has turned into an industrialist, as you say.
Right.
Because I still call myself as a humble worker. Okay, it's only because of this country.
Absolutely.
This has provided immense opportunities. And one more thing I would like to add to conclude this is that the future is so bright. There is more than enough work for everybody to come and grab it. Only thing, as I said, those 5 qualities one has to imbibe, and it is yours.
You heard it. Imbibe the 5 qualities, success is yours. So you heard Satyanarayana Bokka garu talk about really 5 key aspects which made his life, coming in from very humble backgrounds. A story which has gone in from the heartland of Andhra Pradesh and coming all the way into Mumbai and then scaling global heights. 5 big qualities: IQ, EQ, focus, integrity, and persistence. Get those 5 in. UAE is a land of opportunity. Focus here, and I think success is all yours. So stay tuned in. Keep watching and keep listening to the Prakash Nag Show on 92.2 FM, and we'll be with you with a lot more of these kind of conversations. Cheers. The Prakash Nag Show.
The Prakash Nag Show.